In this week's Report on Conditions, our Public Affairs and Community Education team visits the Firefighter 1 rehires at Ben Clark Regional Training Center. We'll also visit the City of Temecula and Battalion 15 as they roll out their new ladder truck.
Stand by for report on conditions.
Hello, and welcome to CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department's Report on Conditions. I'm Tawny Cabral. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when we upload new episodes and other exciting stories. Let's take a look at last week's statistics covering April 12th through April 18th, 2021. CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department dispatchers and firefighters answered the call to 3,335 incidents. Of these, 367 were fire calls and 2,771 were medical emergencies. Let's recap some of the significant incidents from last week. An inaccessible rescue was reported shortly after 2 p.m. on Wednesday, April 14th at Reche Vista Drive and Hill Court in the county area of Moreno Valley. Here in this video clip by Rain Cross Media, firefighters arrived to report an adult female approximately 150 feet down the hillside with an injury to her lower extremity. A rope system was set up to lower rescuers, and once the patient was hiked up to the road, she was transported by a ground ambulance to an area hospital for treatment of minor injuries. Firefighters responded to reports of a structure fire in Desert Hot Springs just before noon on Wednesday, April 15th. Upon arrival, the first arriving engine company reported heavy smoke visible from the home. The fire was quickly contained within 20 minutes after arrival, and resources were on scene approximately 2 hours for salvage and overhaul. The American Red Cross was requested to assist 3 adults who were displaced due to extensive fire damage. Firefighters were dispatched to reports of a traffic collision with entrapment involving a passenger vehicle and a tractor in Mecca at the intersection of Avenue 66 and Grant Street. Upon arrival, the incident commander reported 1 person trapped. Firefighters extricated the patient, who was then transported by Mercy Air to an area hospital for further treatment.
On Monday, April 12th, we welcomed back 30 returning Firefighter 1s. This hire was largely possible as the result of Governor Gavin Newsom's 2021 Emergency Fund Authorization, approving over $80 million to hire 1,399 additional CAL FIRE firefighters throughout the state. The Riverside unit will be hiring over 150 Firefighter 1s this fire season. During their first week, they were welcomed at Ben Clark Training Center by County Fire Chief Bill Weiser. During the course of the week, the firefighters go through several elements to ready them for their assignments from either a fire engine or an agency hand crew. To outfit them for all-risk response, the firefighters are issued personal protective equipment, or PPE. For wildland response, they're issued Nomex shirts and pants and other safety gear, including gloves, goggles, and a fire shelter, which they must be able to deploy in under 30 seconds. Be sure to tune in next week as our team covers multiple training drills at Ben Clark Training Center.
With the weather heating up in Riverside County, it's a great reminder to start hardening your home against an approaching wildland fire. In this week's safety message, here are some tips on how you can prepare your home. Keep your property lean and green to help protect your family and home. 2 zones make up the required 100 feet of defensible space. Zone 1 provides 30 feet of defensible space around your home. To do this, remove all dead plants, grass, and weeds. Also, remove any dry leaves and pine needles from your yard, roof, and rain gutters, and keep tree branches 10 feet away from your chimney and other trees. Here's Zone 2. This zone creates 100 feet of defensible space around your home. To do this, cut or mow annual grass down to a maximum height of 4 inches. You should also create horizontal spacing between shrubs and trees. And now it's crucial to provide spacing between grass, shrubs, and trees to help reduce the spread of wildfires. This is determined by the type and size of brush and trees, as well as the slope of the land. Most of these easy steps can be done in a weekend. Your efforts in creating defensible space will protect your home and firefighters.
In this week's Strong Work segment, we take you to the City of Temecula and Battalion 15, where public information officers were there to capture it all.
I'm Bill Weiser, the Riverside County Fire Chief, the CAL FIRE Unit Chief. We are here for the dedication of Truck 73 right here in the wonderful city of Temecula. This was a culmination of a 4-year process with our staff working at getting this vehicle spec'd out, built, accepted, and right here in the city of Temecula, and it looks great. I really want to thank the elected and the Temecula staff here for working so hard with the county and being such great partners with Riverside County Fire Department.
Our old ladder truck was 20 years old and it was time to replace it. So we're very, very excited. The advantage of this new truck is as the city grows outward, it also is growing upward. So the advantage of having the ladder truck in the city when we're talking anything over 3-story, which we're gonna see in the future, to be able to reach victims or fires and roofs to be able to perform ventilation. It is gonna be stationed out of Station 73, and it serves the city of Temecula. It also serves portions of the county, French Valley. It responds to La Cresta as well for any kind of technical rescues. The city of Temecula has supported the fire department here, and the people actually passed Measure S, and we were able to purchase this truck with Measure S money. We really appreciate the support from the citizens. As we move into the future, that these kind of purchases and updating our equipment and our fire stations is very important for public safety in the city.
Hello, my name is Dan Olson, Battalion Chief for CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department, currently assigned to Battalion 15 here in the city of Temecula. So the biggest noticeable difference especially for fire personnel assigned, is we've omitted the waterway from underneath the aerial ladder. So what that does is essentially takes away the pre-plumbed waterway, and it buys us the ability to stick and place the ladder on different configurations of roof types. Should the need arise that we need to utilize it as an aerial master stream, we have the ability to put a remote controlled nozzle at the tip and utilize the 3-inch hose complement that exists on these trucks so that we can flow water from that high vantage point. What we've done is we've kept up, and under NFPA standards, we're going to what's called a clean cab concept. What that does is eliminate those products or equipment that's exposed to the elements on fire that could possibly contain carcinogens. So what we're producing is a better environment for our folks, the fire department personnel that are on the line, to be able to ride around in that cab and not be exposed additionally to those types of toxins. So here in Riverside County with the CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department, we have a group of personnel that's comprised of personnel from the field, from firefighters, engineers, and captains. It's also made up of a lot of our heavy equipment mechanics and people that oversee that process. Collectively together, they worked on this project to make sure from the beginning inception to the end that they produced a quality product. Without their assistance and them putting in the hours, time, and years for that matter, this would not have been possible. This is the first of 4 trucks that are being built. With that, 3 and more are on their way, and we expect to see them in the contract cities of Moreno Valley, Menifee, and the Cove communities out in the desert.
In closing, it is with a heavy heart that we report the passing of retired CAL FIRE Riverside Unit Heavy Fire Equipment Operator Dennis Tezier. Dennis was stationed out of Beaumont Fire Station 20. We will all keep Dennis, his family, and friends in our hearts and thoughts through this difficult time. Memorial service details will be forthcoming.
We appreciate your positive feedback and thank you for your great ideas for future episodes. That's going to do it for this week's Report on Conditions. To stay up to date on current incidents as they happen in Riverside County, be sure to follow @CalFireRRU on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, if you have ideas for the show, let us know in the comment section. Did you capture a great incident photo or video clip? Send them to us at rrupio@fire.ca.gov. See you next week from your CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau team. Thanks for watching.